Hey guys, welcome to Cliff Notes. I'm here to get you caught up on everything going on in the sport of Supercross this week. Not a detailed breakdown, but I'm going to cover some stuff and just have you ready to watch the race and enjoy yourself. This week is Dallas. This is a Triple Crown event. I'm not a fan of the Triple Crowns. I don't know if you guys like them or not, but I think they're kind of silly. I like that we get to see that much of the racers. I don't like that they don't get more points and they don't get more pay. I would like to see some sort of bonuses or maybe see the points being weighted from 1, 2, and then 3 is actually worth more. We need some sort of a build-up. Right now, they open up the first race, and then they kind of go downhill from there. I'm glad they're doing something different, but maybe just tweak it. Not get rid of it, just tweak it just a touch. That's all we got to do. Eli Tomac, the best rider there is at Triple Crown events. He won the last one in Glendale. He had a horrible week last week. He got a bad start. His teammate took him out. Not on purpose, but Dylan lost it in the whoops and cleaned out Tomac, and he was stuck on the triple. But he salvaged 6th place. On other years, he might have panicked. He might have freaked out. He might have done something stupid and lost a bundle of points. But he didn't. He kept it up and chugged away and made a bad night not quite so bad. Jason Anderson he's so fast. He's so fast. He's loose. He looks good on the bike. I mean, I think he even looks better than 2018. Whatever's going on with him, whether it be being married now, being on the Kawasaki, I don't know, living in California, whatever it is, keep doing it. It's working. He looks amazing out there. What he did when Chase Sexton crashed, if you guys go back and watch that crash, Sexton's laying there. And Jason makes the adjustment to jump a little bit further like pros do. Well, the top pros have this capability. It was so technical the way he avoided landing on Chase Sexton. It was something it was pretty cool. Malcolm Stewart, he's 3rd in the points. He had a for-sure podium. He was right up there, but I guess it's never for sure in Supercross, right? I mean, it's such a gnarly sport, especially that track when it comes apart. He jumped the triple. He was setting up for the turn, leaned over, kind of in the air to set up, and just had less traction than he expected. As that track went away, went down, but he's still doing really well. He's 3rd in the points. He's only 20 out. So if you'd have told me after 6 rounds that Malcolm Stewart would be 20 points out, I'd be like, no. So, and actually, was it 6 rounds? 7 rounds in. Like, that's crazy. I would not have expected that. So he's doing good, and he's got a couple podiums, and he seems to be figuring out that bike that everyone seems to hate. Barsha, he's quietly right there. He got a 5th. He's 4th in points. He's just doing what Barsha does. That's kind of who he is these days. He's about that good. He'll take a podium if it presents itself. But when everyone's dialed in, I don't expect him to get a podium. Cooper Webb. We finally saw something from the defending champion. He led for a while. He actually showed some fight. Luckily, the whoops did turn into jumpers, which helped him towards the end of that main event. But he looked good. I mean, he looks confident. We'll see if he can build off of it. He's going to have to. I mean, I wouldn't say he saved his season. He kept it alive. He's, 25, 26 points out right now? About a race out, which is not that big a deal this early in the season if you can get on a roll. The problem is I'm not confident that he's going to get on a roll and go 1-1-1 at this Triple Crown, or even, for right now, him, the way he's riding, I would say a podium's a success. So we'll have to see. It's going to be interesting. Chase Sexton. Oh my goodness. This poor guy. That's 6 races total that I've counted that he's had an opportunity to win. I mean, this was locked up. This was pretty much won. But that's 6 races so far that he's had an opportunity to win. He's only closed the deal on one of those where he's put himself in contention. So he's 5 races he's thrown away with 1 win. When you look back at career stats, 5 wins is a lot of races. Even if he gets, 3 of those, that's still 4 career wins versus 1. He's going to look back and go, dang. Yeah, that's a tough one to swallow. But that was just a weird deal. He tucked the front, hit there, and just waffled his tire he hit so hard, it just stuck. And what TV doesn't do justice is how steep that ramp is. On TV, it looks like, oh yeah, why did that wheel fold? Well, it essentially hit a wall. And those rims they're designed to be really strong when they're straight on. If you go like this and hit them from the side, they're not nearly as strong because they got to keep them light and the way they're built. It's just not, that's not what the rims are designed to hold up from. They're designed to not smash vertically. You know, because you turn the wheel. You rarely do you ever take a hit like that. That's such a weird deal. And yeah, it folded the wheel. Now to the fact that he is going to race this weekend. This is so stupid. Come on, people. Have we not learned from McAdoo and all these guys that, listen, yes, he could probably talk. He went to a neurologist. He doesn't have a brain bleed. He's not in immediate danger. But what people don't talk about is the long-term effects. How's this going to change his personality? What's this going to do to Chase Sexton in 10 years? Or his, you know, what if he takes another hit this weekend and he's never the same? Like, it's the risk and the reward don't equal out. Sit out a week, sit out 2 weeks, come back and win. Honestly, this title's probably out of reach for him. He's a good chunk of points out, and there's too many good guys this year to go on a run. I don't see him winning the title this year right now. So sit back, get healthy, because next year, Roczen's gone. He's going to be the guy at Honda. He better be good because he's going to have Jet Lawrence right there nipping at his heels. He's going to be in the role that Roczen is right now. And to me, that's a harder role. So you better get healthy and be ready to go for next year. So don't do something stupid and go out there and hit your head and then miss the rest of the year. And then next year's a rebuilding year when Jet comes in on fire and all of a sudden, next thing you know, Chase is second fiddle even though he's young. Yeah, so it's just a bad idea. People around him, please stop him. Marvin Musquin, man, this guy's been feisty. He's been fighting hard. He's been looking good. He got a podium. I don't know if he's going to get wins, but I mean, he's plenty fast enough. He gets in the right position. Marvin will go for it. He's in a contract year, just like Webb, Roczen, Ferrandis. Why is nobody talking about this? Why aren't these guys out there telling people or their agents, not necessarily these guys, but they need to put it out there that they need a ride. Don't let anyone forget about these guys. There's so many kids moving up to the 450 class next year. Colt Nichols, Justin Cooper, Christian Craig, Jet Lawrence. That's 4 seats that are being taken. Guys on the 450 class, if you don't have a contract for next year, don't lollygag. Take a look at Christophe Pourcel back in the day. Lollygagged. He was plenty fast enough. But when those seats are gone, they're gone. There's no more. There's no more rides. So sign quickly and let people know where you want to go. Roczen, who is riding, dare I say, uninspired. Listen, I don't want to disrespect Roczen. He's one of the baddest dudes and one of my favorite guys to throw a leg over a dirt bike. That's not the guy I'm seeing this year. And if I'm another team, I don't want to hire that. I don't want the price tag he comes with. And he's not going to be able to go anywhere with a big price tag. It's probably going to be a heavily bonus-driven contract. And with his Red Bull deal, I mean, really, him and Webb could swap spots. He could go to KTM and Webb could go to Honda. Possibly. Ferrandis, everybody wants Ferrandis. That old thing, potential, and the fact that he's not getting it done this year almost helps his value. It really does, because now you could be the team that takes a guy with potential and makes it happen. And you look, it's a really, really good look for the bike, the brand, and everything else. So if he could just get a start, he could get it done. His starts suck. I don't know what else to say, but you cannot start that far back every race and win. I don't think he's going to win this weekend. There's 3 starts. How are you going to get 3 starts when you can't even get 1 in 7 rounds? So, yeah. Bad news this week. Aaron Plessinger, one of our favorite guys, everybody likes Plessinger. The dude's awesome. He was at Daytona the day after the race. He's a NASCAR guy. He's a bit redneck, but he's always smiling, laughing, and he is a badass on that bike. And he hasn't had the best season, but he did get a podium. I mean, he got second at one round. I think it was Oakland he got second. So it's not like it's been a complete wash, but unfortunately broke his arm. He's out for the year. So we'll have to see where that leads him. I don't know if he's going to be ready for outdoors. You never know on these injuries. Sometimes they heal, sometimes they don't. Every broken arm, every broken leg, every torn this, torn that. The human body is different. Some people heal fast, some people don't. Or maybe one's a fracture that doesn't set well. There's so many different factors that go into these injuries. To predict a return time is impossible. I would like to think he's going to be back for outdoors. I hope so. So we'll see. 250s. Jet Lawrence did exactly what we expected in the 250 East. Jet Lawrence is he's a generational talent. I feel bad for all the guys that got stuck on the East that tried to duck him because they thought he was going West, so they went East, and now he's there kicking their ass. Austin Forkner. Hey, you know what? I'll take a second. Considering how he looked outdoors, I like that kid. He's very talkative. He's a very nice kid. He gets a bad rap a little bit. He got second. He looked pretty good. You know, Jet made the joke, oh, he kept him honest. He was going fast. Nah, Jet was just playing. But in this short format here at Dallas, Forkner may get it done. He's fast, and he's willing to, in a short moto, if Jet gets a bad start or something like that, we'll see. So the Triple Crown, Jet's got to survive that in Daytona, and then if he's leading the points after those two, I'm going to go ahead and just crown him. Austin Forkner, like I say, looked good. Cameron McAdoo, coming back from his broken leg, sustained outdoors, courtesy of Mr. Pierce Brown, which he had coming. I mean, not necessarily a broken leg, but he had something coming. It sucks that it broke his leg. That's such a bummer. Jeremy Martin, coming back from all of his horrific injuries, looked pretty good. But those top 5 guys, Jeremy Martin, Jet Lawrence, R.J. Hampshire, even Pierce Brown, all those dudes are fast, and that's your top 6 guys. Styles Robertson's coming back from a broken, what was it? His like a hip or something inside the leg right there. But really, really bad injury. He hadn't been riding much. I would say a 7th is really good for him. And then Enzo Lopes getting up there. There's a lot of guys that are really good. Derek Drake on the Suzuki. It's nice to see Derek Drake back out there. Steve Mathis reported that he had 2 heart surgeries, not just 1. I'm like, dang, I didn't know he had to have a second one. So good on him. And then unfortunately, we lost Max Vohland for this weekend. I texted with his dad. They were happy that there was no broken bones. I guess there were some microfractures or something in the collarbone, but it bruised some other stuff. And the thing about the shoulder is it's such a complicated joint. You don't know what's going to happen. Like, you hit it and it might not hurt, but then the next day it just does weird things. I really hope. I'm a huge, huge fan of Vohland, the family, and Max Vohland is one of the nicest kids I've talked to in the pits. So hopefully he can get it together. I picked him to get some podiums. That's not looking likely, but I would just like to see him get back in there, get some. I mean, this is year 2 in the Supercross class. It's getting time where he's going to have to try and get up there into that top 5 and battle for podiums. So anyway, hey, thanks guys. Let me know if you like these. Subscribe if you like them. And if you don't, then don't threaten me in the comments that you're going to unsubscribe, because I don't give a shit. If you don't like my stuff, don't subscribe. If you do, subscribe. Tell a friend. Let's grow this shit. So anyway, guys, have a good day, and I will chat with you later.